that psychological weight to them.
Right.
Until I think about it and go, holy crap.
Right. Yeah.
2 megabyte hard drive? What?
Well, yeah, right. That kind of happened to me the other day. So somebody was saying something about it was a work post, and he was on site and complaining that they only had a T1 line, and I'm like, holy shit, how many fucking computers do they have? Why do you need more than a T1 line? And then I realized, I'm like, oh my god, I'm old. My internet here is like 100 times faster than a T1 line. Like,
I know. I didn't think about it until this story with the VFW. I was like, wait a minute. I remember picking out hardware and going, man, I gotta make it this fast.
Right. Yeah.
Now it's like, holy crap, that's garbage.
When I first got started, I was happy to get online with a 300 baud modem. And then I thought I was, king shit when I got, upgraded from there to a PC and got a 14.4 fax modem.
Yep. And I thought I was doing awesome when I got a math coprocessor with my PC.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
I have 287.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember my first PC was actually a 486 DX266. And the big thing at the time was, it's got the math coprocessor built in. Oh, shit. I don't plan to use it for doing a whole lot of math, but that's good.
Jeez.
And then I immediately figured out how to overclock it to 100 megahertz.
Yeah, I had my friends would make computers, and then they'd bury them inside of aquariums so they could get rid of the heat.
Right. Yeah, fill the aquarium with vegetable oil and submerge it, and you're good. I have a friend that's actually doing a build similar to that right now. He's doing a mod contest build, and it is going to be in he got a whiskey barrel that he put portholes in either side so you can see inside, and then he's filling it halfway with like liquid cooling coolant, and it's the motherboard and everything is gonna be submerged, and on top of all of that he has a free floating pirate ship, and the fans and airflow on the upper portion of the case will actually billow the sails and cause the liquid to wave. And so this free-floating pirate ship will move around in top of the case. He's almost there. The pain in the ass is going to be getting it, when we go to a LAN, because he has to drain it. So then, because nobody's going to want to carry around 50 gallons of liquid, plus the weight of all the components. So, yeah, it'll be drained. Then we got to bring it into the LAN, and he's actually built his own custom pump. And so we'll just bring in, basically it's a gas can full of liquid coolant that we will then activate this pump, and it will dump into this thing for him to fire up.
Wow.
But those mods are always so twitchy that every time especially something like this, every time you have to power it down, your asshole clenches on whether or not it's going to turn on again. It's like, we moved it from the car to the desk, and now it won't turn on because something's shorting out. But this time, he's really got it down. I mean, he's done a number of mods in the past, and this one looks like it's really coming out well. So, there's Carrie, and Corey should be here shortly. So, before we get started, I posted this in the Facebook group, and this is really for anybody that's watching. I know that this will reach tens and tens of viewers. If I can find it. Hello. There it is. So, my friend, Kerry Mraz, he's well known at PDX Land. He actually played in our Saturday afternoon group. He was in the he was in the later half of the Princes of the Apocalypse campaign and like the first half of Curse of Strahd. Anyways, he and his wife had a little girl, and she was born with severe and multiple gastrointestinal problems, to the point where she had to have a G-tube put in. And for anybody who knows what a G-tube doesn't know what a G-tube is, rather than being able to drink milk or be fed any kind of food through the mouth, they have to use a special formula that goes through a tube directly into a portacath into the stomach. And the picture here of Pure Amino Jr. Formula is the only formula that she can use, and due to allergies and her system and whatnot. And it's sold out everywhere. And so they are requesting that anybody, if you're out grocery shopping or whatever, if you see a can of this and you are willing to help out, if you can buy it, and we will ship it to Kerry and his wife. They will reimburse you. They will cover shipping cost. So they'll pay you back for it. They can't find it anywhere, and this is her only form of nutrition. So we're talking about a little girl, a 3-year-old little girl that's starving for food. So if you can at all help out, if you're watching the stream, you want to help out, you can direct message me, or you can even comment into the YouTube comments to let me know. I try to check YouTube every day, so.
Has anybody reached out to the company at all? Because I've seen a similar situation where they discontinued like some kind of like bottle nipple, and somebody's developmentally disabled child has like only one that they could use really well, and the company like made another lot of them and sent them out to help, and I don't know, maybe we can get something going.
I think the bulk of the problem is that it's twofold. Due to the pandemic, the production has slowed down, and then it is coupled with the problem of transportation stock issues. They can't get it to the market fast enough. I know that we sent my sister-in-law on a mission to find it. She is a NICU nurse with Kaiser, and she's looking to see if the hospital has access to any to help out. But I guess like the special formulas for babies that have kidney issues, even those are on back order. And it's just a supply chain issue at this point. And so, like I said, if you see some, let me know. I can put you in touch with Kerry, or I can get in touch with them, and we can get it to him, and they will pay you back. He is totally good for it. I promise that. So, yeah, that's my trying to help out spiel for the day.
Well, we have some family that's way more east, so we'll see if they see it in their state. Maybe it'll be there. I don't know.
Yeah, hopefully this problem gets resolved soon. So, like I said, I feel like, I have a platform where people somewhat listen to me, and so I didn't have a choice but to try and throw it out there to help them. So, welcome to the Pirates of Drinax. We'll be picking up where we left off last week. If you are watching on Twitch, if you scroll down, you should see some tiles there. Click on my profile image if you don't see those tiles. Each of those tiles will link to a website. We would like to thank a friend of the Greenwater Guildhall, these are not sponsorships or partnerships in any way. These are just products that we really like. And tonight we would like to thank Fable Beard Company. Fable Beard Company is a company that makes beard products such as oils, balms, butters, and co-wash. They have a line of deodorants, and now they have a line or will have, I think it's coming out, of body lotion. And each of their scent profiles is a different fantasy character. And so, for instance, tonight I am wearing the Lumberjack, which smells of maple syrup. There's a hint of vanilla there. Kind of smells like pancakes. It's quite popular, actually. At least the people around me, they're like, oh my God, now I'm hungry. So if you are a first-time purchaser of Fable Beard products, we have a code for you. Go to fablebeardco.com, create an account, and you can put 2 beard oils into your cart, and if you use the code FIRST in all capital letters, that second beard oil will be discounted to free. If you're a fan of our Traveler game, we do have a website via Obsidian Portal that has just received 2 new updates to the adventure log as of today. That adventure log is written in the manner of articles for Traveler News Service. And so it doesn't just detail what the players are doing, it details the region all around them. And a lot of it is like little adventure hooks, things like that. Go ahead and give it a check. And if you like what you see, we love to see the thumbs up on the front page. Give us a fan like, and we hope you enjoy. So where we left off, you guys had used the breaching tube, rammed into the airlock of the ship, of the courier ship, hauling around the earletrais, leaving a co-aft, and are in the process of assaulting the ship. You decided to keep things simple and start with the bridge, and we left off with it being Captain Beth's turn. Let's see here. Carrie's already inside. Captain Beth, what would you like to do? Oh, and before we get to what Captain Beth's going to do, so I got to thinking about it, and if I remember, Athaku, you had missed, and you hit the console, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so that console went up in a shower of sparks from Athaku's laser carbine. And the effect of this is that, and you don't really have to worry about it because the ship does still have gravity due to the deck plates. But the ship is now in a tumble with, of course, the Harrier attached and the Ihati Show's scout ship attached to the bottom of the Harrier. So the whole thing is now tumbling through space because the attitude jets are turned on and cannot be turned off, and it's going ass over tea kettle. So maybe not look out the windows, or unless you want to puke.
You're welcome, guy.
So, Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
I'm going to use my Nova gun, which I don't think I've ever shot before.
The Nova gun. That was one of those trinket things you bought at one of the markets or whatever, huh?
Yeah, I think I'm going to mess up completely, though. The fuck? Alright,
Hold on, let me...
7. Yeah, that's up.
Well, that is a miss, but...
Yeah. But there's a blinding rainbow light or something.
Yeah. So it's not in that one. It's in one of the Traveler Aid Society books. Yeah, the Nova gun was fairly interesting. Here it is. So the capacitor now has to charge for 1 round. So On your next turn, it will be unavailable to fire. Comes with an X-ray laser. Oh, well, it has an X-ray laser sight, so that's at least a +1. So you did hit.
Oh, yay! Okay.
For 40 plus 3 damage, no bonus damage.
I'll just roll it twice.
And yes, the laser beam is rainbow. You could say that this is the gayest sniper rifle in the universe.
It's 20 altogether.
Oof. Oof.
Yeah,
And you were shooting at the Aslan male, right?
yeah,
Oof.
the guy in charge.
Oof. Okay.
Don't fuck with the Capri Sun.
Hold on one moment. I need to go fetch a book that I was reading.
Hopefully there's enough left of him so that we can say that we defeated him and get all of his stuff. Because if he just vanishes, he's become a missing person.
Since this isn't like
in every rainbow that forms after nearby.
I think that this has probably gone past the formal challenge, so that's probably not going to happen. Let's see here. And I mean, really.
Well, we won the challenge when we boarded his ship, right? Or disabled his ship.
I guess that's...
Now we're just...
Actually, I mean, that would be one way of looking at it. That would be the human way of looking at it. The Aslan would look at it as a breach of honor. So he isn't doing real well. So let's see here. So he was only wearing a leather armor. So that means he is going to eat 19. Seven. So he's not dead, but man, he is hurting.
He's got a Technicolor hole blasted through his torso.
Right. Yes. Yes. He is lit up like Jesus Christ Superstar. Did you, with your minor action, did you want to move at all? You move 6 meters. And each hex is 1.5 meters.
I want to get to the front, I guess. Or wait, there's guys that are going to come up and behind us too, aren't there?
More than likely.
Okay, I just want to be right in the middle so I can absorb as much damage as possible. So
Okay.
I'm probably in the right spot.
All right.
I, however, am not.
Yeah, you're off to the side. You're in front of the ship's locker. Keith, what would you like to do?
First, I'd like to sneak in the door. I'm going to be, I guess, right there. And then I'm going to use my laser rifle.
Okay.
On the Aslan male.
All right.
And that is 10 to hit.
That definitely hits. So plus 2 to damage.
I forgot how much damage this does. Okay.
Yeah, you're using a rifle?
Yeah, laser rifle. It's a TL11 laser rifle.
Yeah, it's like, what, 5D? Let's see.
It's 5D plus 3.
Yeah, ouch. Yeah, that's going to suck.
Yeah, so that's...
Well, 5D plus 3 plus 2.
That's 25.
Ish. Yeah. So you core the Aslan, and he drops to the floor. And you already moved.
Yep.
Okay. Aslan warriors. Well,
They're on a ship that can't fly. They've been boarded.
well, they can always hope that their engineer can do something, of course. Okay. Yeah, I messed up. This guy's not even on here. Okay, so these two guys are going to I don't think they're going to want to use anything too beefy because, you know, stray shots ruin your own ship kind of thing. Which is one of the reasons why cutlasses and snub pistols are so popular for boarding actions. Because they are, you know, the cutlass is far less likely to do any real damage, and the snub pistol is a low velocity weapon. You know, these guys are carrying crescent blades.
So what you're saying is they're big babies.
Well, I mean, that's true of any ship.
I don't want to damage the ship.
Well, right. But I mean, that really is true of any spaceship, you know, during a boarding action. If you give a shit about the ship, in this case, you guys really don't, because you're all in vac suits or in combat armor or in battle dress. So if you blow a hole in the side of the ship and the inside is subjected to vacuum, you don't really care. They, on the other hand, kind of probably have a opinion on that.
Did you hear that, Captain? This is your chance to put the gun up against the side of the ship and pull the trigger. My favorite thing. My favorite power move. That's me. Shit, I should have done that a minute ago. All right. Captain,
You've got the big badonk guns. Come on now.
I do. And Rexar's got the weapon of mass destruction. So if nothing else, he can do it. Just like hold on to something.
This female Aslan is going to run up to Ching Shi and swing her. She pulls a crescent blade.
And can I, what's the word, parry with the blade in my arm?
You can. So go ahead and make a melee blade plus your choice of either dex or strength.
Okay. Mm, 12.
So that is a -4 to her attack. Which means you parry her attack. She is now in melee range, which means you cannot fight with anything other than a melee weapon or, at the very least, a pistol. You could use a rifle as a club if you wanted to, but...
Fair.
Down here... She is going to move there. She is going to attempt to correct the spin of the ship from engineering, and she's going to be at it a while. She's failing miserably. Okay. Ching-Shi, what would you like to do?
So is there anything like having to disengage in this game?
I don't know.
What I'd like to do is I'd like to take my gun and point down the corridor.
Okay.
Because with only one unfriendly left in the bridge and everybody hanging out there, I'm hoping she dies before she gets a turn. So what I'd like to do is aim down the corridor and start taking out folks that enter it.
Right.
Is that other door open?
Which other door?
Right here?
Wasn't that where we came through?
No, we came through here, right?
Yep. No, that other door is not open yet.
Yeah, so this is not open.
Okay.
There is no thing for disengage. She can take a reaction to make her attack on you. That, of course, means that on her turn, she's at a -1.
Okay. So if that door is closed, because I mean, if we're going to try and take on what's his face, we're gonna have to open it. So I guess, I mean, I'm unminding computers.
So Rexar is in battle dress, and I don't know, Rexar, what kind of weapon are you carrying?
Well, I got the minigun on my arm. I got the tack launcher, and I've got the BGMP attached to my back.
I was gonna say, if you really wanted to go total carnage, you could go with the PGMP, because like I said, you don't care about this ship.
I like Total Carnage. That sounds fun.
Right?
I used to spend so many quarters playing that video game. God, I love that video game.
Okay, but question, if we breach in that front compartment, if that iris door is closed, are we assuming that iris is like pressure tight, vac tight?
It should, yes.
It will be?
Yeah.
Because I love the idea of blowing a hole in the ship, but if we do it from the bridge and that doesn't affect anybody that's behind that door, that's something to think about.
Well, you're all, like I said, you're all in vac suits, combat armor, or battle dress, so you don't really have to worry about it.
Right, but I'm saying if we wanna kill everybody else in the ship, we gotta get the iris door open first.
True. But you don't...
Because otherwise they're fine. I mean, they won't open the door because they'll be in hard vac that way.
Right.
But and isn't it purple head guy that we need to take out?
Yes.
So we got to get that door open one way or another.
Right. You would need to open this door, but I mean, as far as this door goes, this door up front, that only leads to the sensors.
Right. Yeah, I'm talking about the door in the corridor.
Right.
Yeah. That's got to open for us to progress.
I will say we also need to think about the fact that if we blow a hole in the side of this ship and there are multiple other ships en route, we're trying to make this not look like we did this, right?
Well, I don't know that you guys even really care. I mean,
How far out are the other ships?
2 days, 48 hours.
Yeah.
And if we're far enough, are we far enough away from the planet to jump?
Yes, but we're out of fuel.
Right. You're going to have to go and you're going to have to make a race. You're going to have to race for the gas giant, and both of you are going to have to, both ships are going to have to do some frontier refueling by skimming from the gas giant.
How far are we from the gas giant?
Can we steal the fuel from this ship?
Like that.
It's way bigger than both of our ships, isn't it? Or is it?
Well, there would. So there would be enough fuel in the courier, or in this courier. You could siphon the fuel tanks with a little bit of engineering mechanical whiz. So Keith, but it's only going to be enough fuel to fuel one of the ships.
Yeah.
Because you would have enough to fuel the Harrier, the Ihati show. Hold on, let me look at a map.
This is why we bring ratchet straps every time, people.
Every time.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sucking on the hose this time. Someone else has to do
it. You'd be able to fuel the Hati show enough that both ships could make a jump 1 parsec coreward, which has a system and a gas giant if you want to refuel from there. So yeah, that is a doable option.
Okay. Right. So let me see. I gotta make sure. So if we're thinking, okay, we gotta somehow open the can to vacuum. We gotta open the door so that everybody else gets stuck in hard vacuum.
Well,
we have to siphon enough gas to jump, and we've got 2 days.
Right.
I'm just making sure I got all the facts.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting here trying to decide what to do.
So the reason why I asked Rexar what he was equipped with was because he goes after you. So, I mean, if he were to open that door and cut loose with a PGMP, that's going to pretty much solve your problem.
Right. Can he spacewalk if he wanted to? Not that I'm telling him what to do, but just like
Nag boots on the battle dress.
I'm just kind of wondering, like, rather than messing with the door, could he just go outside, walk down a block, and shoot it?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking all on every which way of the box. So what I'm gonna do is if I open it, how do we feel about me opening the door or attempting to open the door? Go for it. Because right now, most of the guns are on the other side, which is where we would want them to be. But Rexar goes next, so if he could get out and blow a hole in it, then it wouldn't matter. But I don't want to do that without clearance from captain and crew. You have my clearance?
It's the heat of battle. Go ahead. Don't worry about making a mistake.
I make poor decisions. I'm gonna open the door.
Okay, so you're going to run over to the door and open it.
Yes. And I'm computers 1. So Keith is probably more qualified, but I'm not completely hopeless.
So actually, computers 1 also.
So first, the female Aslan is going to swing with her crescent blade. And she hits with a 12.
Okay.
For +4 damage, for a total of +7. So that's 17 damage. What you're wearing combat armor, right?
I'm wearing combat armor. It's protection 17.
Okay. Oof. You are very lucky. That did not get through your armor.
Enough, I fall forward.
Yeah, she hit you pretty hard, and you kind of stumble towards the door. Go ahead and make a computers plus your choice of either intellect or education.
Awesome. Okay, that's 11, 13, 14.
Shit, that's exactly what you needed. You hack the door, and the door opens up. You see this guy and this guy coming down the corridor.
Now I bear down because they're all going to start shooting me.
These two male Aslan are both wearing vac suits.
They've had some time to put it on. I mean, they knew we were coming.
Right, they're wearing TL10 vac suits.
Okay.
And they are heading straight for you. Rexar, what would you like to do?
I would like to move right here. And the button combo that I gotta press control.
To measure?
Yeah.
If you're using a mouse.
Control, bleed.
If you're using a mouse, if you click to drag your token and then click your right mouse button, it will give you a meter as you move.
Ignore all the constant things. There we go. I can move right here.
Yep. That should work.
And I just kind of want to like fire the PGMP and like right in front of the guy that's coming at us.
So like at the floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
See if the vacuum will suck him
I'm
out.
going to hold on to something.
Well, I would, yeah.
Yeah, I just when I walk.
Well,
through the door,
the grab plates in the
just
deck.
press a button.
Yeah, the grab plates in the deck are still going to be magnetized. And he's wearing a vac suit, so I mean, he's not in danger of suffocating, and he's going to be stuck on the deck anyways. So I mean, he'll have. If it's really close to him, it's going to have, there will be like a -2 to his reaction to try to prevent from getting sucked out, but it's only a -2 because he's got mag boots on. I mean, you could just fire it down the hall.
Oh, would it hit all of them?
Well, so here's the thing: nobody's seen really what a PGMP can do. There's been hints. What a PGMP is, it is a plasma gun man-portable. And that backpack that Rexar is wearing is a small fusion generator. And the plasma that is built up is contained in a magnetic bottle that when he pulls the trigger, it extends that magnetic bottle to control the plasma into a directed beam. This means that a plasma gun man portable is a destructive weapon, which is denoted by DD after its damage. I believe it does what? 1DD?
1DD.
So 1DD means that all damage is multiplied by 10. This gun will actually damage starships. To the tune of 1D damage. So, potentially, you could just fry one of these guys into a melted butter. Possibly, too.
Red mist.
I don't even know that there would be mist. I mean, we're talking about a directed plasma beam. So,
yeah, this guy in front of me is getting the PGMP shot.
All right, go ahead and make your heavy weapons plus dex. And
one heavy weapon, so it's 8, and then 1 in dex, so it's 9.
so it is a destructive weapon. There is no plus to damage because it's bad enough as it is. Roll 1d times 10.
40.
Oh, shit.
Poof.
Yeah, so between all of his physical stats, he only had 36 total. Minus 4 for his armor. He's dead. The beam goes through him. So
What's
I
the
see.
range of that thing?
Let's see here. PGMP. I don't have it up in front of me. Rexar, did you write down range?
Let me look. Range 450.
So, yeah. 450 meters.
Maybe there's no fuel left after this shot.
Yeah,
penetrates the back.
that's going right on the butt end.
I'm sort of hoping they're out of gas then, because otherwise it's like it goes straight into their fuel cells and then the whole ship blows up while we're mag booted to the deck. Like, that's not a great solution.
So there's enough beam left over that it hit. Oh, wait. No, that's right. So there's enough left over after going directly through this guy that it hits this guy, but it only does 1 point of damage. And you can see like smoke coming off of his vac suit. But essentially you just see this, Ghostbusters type lightning bolt go down the hall and just fry one of these Aslan warriors. Athaku, what would you like to do?
All right, so I'm gonna pop my head around the corner here if I can. Can I see past Captain Beth here?
Into the bridge? Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll pop my head around the corner and take a pot shot at this little lady here.
Okay, go for it.
And that's what's the roll on that?
So it'd be your gun combat energy plus your dex.
Okay. Plus my sight.
Plus your sight.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. That's a 12.
All right, that is a +4 to damage.
Beauty. And I'm rolling 4D on that damage. 21 points of damage.
Ouch. So she's going to take 20. She is not looking real good. So here's an interesting thing. I don't know, it's a Marine thing, I guess, but Marines issue laser carbines to boarding parties when they don't want to do too much damage. Like, oh, geez. But the other benefit is they're also 0G weapons. They don't have any kick to them whatsoever. So she is hurting really bad, but she's still up. Did you want to move at all?
No, I am very squishy, so I shall kind of scooch back up against this door again.
Okay. Bjorn, make a electronic sensors plus your choice of either intellect or EDU.
15.
So you're sitting there kind of monitoring the situation on the bridge of the Harrier, and kind of, I mean, if you were to do any active jamming at this point, you could, to prevent any communications coming out from the courier, which may not be a bad idea, but you're kind of going over your options, and you see on your radar a blip nearby, that looks initially like another ship, and then it disappears from the radar screen. And we are talking out to medium range, so upwards of anywhere from 1,200 to 10,000 kilometers. But it was just a blip, and then it disappeared.
Well, I will talk over comms and say we got something hinky out here. There's probably a cloaked ship that's very close by. And I don't know how to fire the guns off this damn thing, so somebody needs to get up here.
Yeah. You're going to be throwing wrenches out the airlock at him. Get away, get away. So that basically took up your minor action. With your significant action, if you would like, you could activate jamming. So the Harrier has a countermeasure suite. So you can, if you wanted to, you can make an electronics communications plus your choice of EDU or intellect to try to start to actively jam communications.
Now we're spinning. I mean, I'm seeing the starfield go flicking by.
Yes.
And there's gas spewing out into space. Is there any point to this?
Well,
we're firing. I don't know that there's a point.
Well, I mean, they could still throw out communications to give an update on the situation. Of course, with the spinning, it might be a little bit hard if they wanted to do like laser or meson communications, but they could still broadcast openly.
Oh, I meant as far as okay, so you're talking about jamming, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, sure. Yeah, we'll try jamming.
All right.
And you said that was
electronics communications plus your choice, either intellect or EDU.
Okay, I can only use electronics because the communications is something I would like to pick up, but we haven't added any skills yet. So
okay.
Baseline, so only a 6 on that one.
Okay, so you're figuring it out, but you're pushing buttons, beep boop, and you're trying to get it to do something. But you've let these guys know you saw something on that radar. You're pretty positive.
Yep.
Meanwhile,
that happens when there's a high-tech guy coming up on our butt end here.
Yeah, and from where you saw the blip, he was close. I mean, 10,000 kilometers in space he might as well be humping your leg. I mean, that's right there. This guy,
I'm glad we're spinning.
Right. This guy, what is he going to do? I'm thinking he's probably going to be a Mr. Fancy Pants. Yeah, he's in combat armor. And he is going to move right here. And he is going to shoot no, he's not going to do that. Well, maybe. Let's see. So, you hear the tinny sound of an Aslan barking out something in Troc. Rexar, you recognize it as basically he's saying duck, and this guy kind of ducks down with his reaction, and the earletrais cuts loose with a, oh boy, here we go. Tau, you're here, heavy machine gun. So let's see here. And he hits Rexar with a 9. Let's see, +1 to damage. He doesn't get through your armor. He only gets 16. But Ching Shi, you're standing there and you just see all of this gunfire bouncing off of Rexar's battle dress.
And I'm hidden behind him,
Right.
shouting obscenities and threats and taunts over his shoulder. So
Right.
Laughing like a madman.
Need Rocky the Raccoon and Groot in that moment.
Yes, exactly. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
Let's see. I guess I'll fire at the other guy up here
Okay.
with an advanced combat rifle. Looks like it's the next.
Okay.
And I got 10.
All right. That is a hit with a +2 to damage.
Nine.
Oof. So they take 8, and that is still more than she can handle. She goes down.
Okay.
Anything with movement. Or anything with a minor action, really.
I'm gonna tell Keith to try and hop on the computer thing to try and see if they can figure out what the other ship is, and I'll cover because I'll be in the way.
Okay. So this console's still working. The astrogation sensors console.
Okay.
So you tell Keith to do that. That could be a free action. Did you want to move at all? Did you want to aim? You could aim.
I'll move further down the hall to get more in the way.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I see there was an update to Roll20.
Oh.
Some of their icons changed. Actually, I kind of like the ruler icon better. That makes more sense.
Oh, okay. Okay, I moved a little bit too far then. Let me move back. All right, I'll be there.
Okay. All right. Keith, what would you like to do?
So I'm going to try to use the sensors on this ship
Okay.
to understand what's going on out there.
Okay, go ahead and make a electronic sensors plus intellect or EDU, your choice.
Okay. And that is a 9.
Okay. This is the wrong book. This is not the book I was looking for. Let's see here. This is not the book I was looking for. Well, in either case, I know that a 9 doesn't get it. You're seeing nothing out there. I mean, you can see the 2 ships that have broken off and are like 48 hours away because you're at the 100 diameter jump limit. But you don't see anything within medium range. You're just seeing blackness. Your professional opinion is either there is a sensor glitch, maybe that something shook loose when you guys used the breaching arm, because you did hit the side of the ship pretty hard. Or if there is something out there, the sensors aren't good enough to pick it up.
Okay. For my minor action, I think I guess I moved over there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you'd be
there already.
Yeah, like right there.
Well, thanks for checking it out.
As land warrior, he opens a door and goes into this cabin. This little lady is going to move over here and take cover around the edge. I guess that's good enough. And then down here, okay. So the grav plating all deactivates. And so magnetic boots are the only ways that you're going to stay connected to the ship. Otherwise, you will be making athletics dexterity checks as you float around the room. Ching-Chi, what would you like to do?
Out your 0G guns. You got them.
Right, yeah, 0G guns are great because, anything else is going to spin you in the opposite direction. Ching-Chi, what would you like to do?
All right. So, let's see. People are beginning to hide in their rooms. The grav plating on the ground cut out. And we haven't, figured out who's out there hiding in the dark, and we haven't blown a hole in the ship. Are we trying to blow a hole in the ship?
Well, I mean, you kind of want to scuttle this boat, so.
Well, yeah. I'm just wondering. Again, I'm like looking for authorization for doing something dumb.
like we ever needed, approval to do something dumb in our games.
I need Captain to say it's okay. Granted, I would argue none of us have the best judgment, but
usually in my games, people just do stuff that's dumb and then they ask questions later. We hope that was okay. No.
Killing everybody fast is in our best interest right now. So yeah.
Yeah, the less time this takes is the more time that you can siphon fuel and get the fuck out of here.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to step back through these doors since there's no one in there. And I brought my breaching gun.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
the breaching gun.
I forgot about the breaching gun. So, okay. Go ahead and make a
this is going to be immediately like, that was the worst thing you could have possibly done.
Go ahead and make a gun combat plus your dex.
Okay. Or I'm going to get like a 4. Let me see. Might have. And then plus gun combat is 9. You said plus dex?
Uh-huh.
Or intellect?
Nope, just Dex.
Or is it just Dex?
Just Dex.
Boo. Okay. 10.
Okay, so that's going to be a +4 to damage. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. Everybody hold on to something. Oh, why not? 18, 22.
Okay, so you successfully blow a hole right here, and
It turns out it was pointed exactly at our ship.
right, yeah. So yeah, Bjorn, from the bridge, you can see that there is an explosion that blows out part of the armor plating on the side of the courier, and you can see anything that wasn't secured in this cabin is sucked out this hole. And when I say hole, I mean like it's, big enough for Qingxi to step through. So all of you, there's air rushing out of here through this hatchway and into the bridge. The first thing that happens is that the bridge iris valve closes as an emergency to... Actually, though, you guys blew open the iris valve.
We did. I busted open that door, so I can't go them either.
So this iris valve would shut to prevent decompression. And Qingxi and Athaku and Keith are now trapped behind this door, which is shut and won't reopen without a rather severe override code in order to prevent the rest of the ship from decompressing.
Or a breaching gun.
Or possibly a breaching gun. Right. A breaching gun could probably take care of that door.
Noted.
Rexar, what would you like to do? So, I mean, you saw this guy go into this cabin and shut the door. And, of course, down here you've got Billy Badass with his heavy machine gun.
That man is getting a PGMP on him.
Okay.
Another plasma shot.
Hey, why not?
If it works, don't change it. Do those things cost like 1,500 credits per shot or anything, or is it free?
It's free because it's a fusion reactor, so it just keeps making more shots. Now, luckily, it's a PGMP and not an FGMP, which FGMP is a fusion gun man portable, which basically is just they open up the reactor and just belch out whatever's inside, and so everybody in the vicinity takes radiation damage every time that the gun is fired. So
it doesn't sound very subtle, though.
No. It's basically a nuclear flamethrower.
Yeah.
So what'd you get, Rexar?
It's a hit.
Yeah.
That's a 8.
Okay, you just hit him. Roll 1d times 10.
Get that 6.
30.
30 points. Minus 15 for his protection. Let's see here. Okay, he is still standing. His armor is melted in places. Like his left shoulder is kind of fused a little bit. he is messed up. Did you want to do anything with your minor action?
Nope.
Okay. Athaku, you are stuck in this little area here. The air has whooshed out of the bridge in this small area. This iris valve also is closed. So you're kind of stuck here. What would you like to do?
Well, I mean, I guess I'm standing next to this door. I might as well try and open it. They probably got some cool stuff in there, right?
Oh, in the ship's locker? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can try to hack the door if you'd like.
Oh, sure. Why not?
All right. So that is an electronic computers plus either intellect or EDU, your choice.
Oh, it's going to be intellect. That is an 11.
Oof. That is good, but you are going to have to spend some more time at it. The door is
Okay.
Resisting your hack attempt.
I had a feeling this one would be a little bit easier than trying to override the one that is saving everybody in the ship.
Probably true, yes. Although this is a ship's locker, so they're usually locked down pretty tight.
Mm-hmm.
Bjorn, what would you like to do?
Let's see. The smart thing to do is to try to scan space, but I don't. I already know there's bad shit coming. Is there, since I'm bolted to this ship, or actually, I guess stuck to it like a mosquito, is there any way to turn that to my advantage and hack into their computing systems? I have my vac suit on, which is because we're in a space battle, and I have a computer intrusion software package for it.
Oh.
But I'm not sure that I'm connected up sufficiently.
I would, well...
I mean, I wouldn't think so, but this is the 28th century.
So you're not. The breaching tube, there is a system that works in tandem with breaching tubes that would allow something like that.
Okay.
The Harrier doesn't have that, but if you wanted to leave the bridge and go to the ship, you could.
No, I still need to be here for other reasons. But I'm going to see about using the sensors of the ship, since I'm hard connected to this other guy and we're not moving with respect to each other. I'm going to see if I can't get a deep sensor probe. I'm good at sensors. If I can map out the guts of this thing or something to know where people are or where weaks, I want information that I can pass along.
You could definitely do that.
So I will do. So I'm trying to use sensors to get an X-ray of the ship that we're invading.
Right.
And clicky. Looks like a 16 on the electronic sensors roll.
Yeah. So
that's my strong suit.
So yeah, you're able to pull up a bit of information. So essentially, the entire deck plan layout is made available. And then
I'll pass along just to short. What I'm going to do is pass along any tactical information. If I can see movement, I'll let the people know over our comms.
And then, in addition to that, you pull up. You get all of this information as well, which basically details everything that this ship has and can do.
So I can see the damaged guns that we've blown up and all that jazz, and if I can see that somebody's in a room, if I can do that, I will let our guys know, and I'm going to say, guys, have you killed the guy we're here for yet?
Yeah, can you do this so we can get the hell out of here?
Yeah.
So can you do that? I don't know that you can see that well inside, but let me double check. Let's see here. Sensors. Advanced and a military counter suite. What does advanced sensors mean?
I might be shortening the life of everybody as I flood the place with camera
With X-rays?
signal.
Yes. Ouch, my sperm. Hey, wait, it didn't hurt the second time. Let's see here.
Fry.
20.
Or was that Family Guy? I mean,
No, that was Futurama, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Where Bender has the X-ray flashlight.
Right. Okay.
That's weapons and screens. That's not what I wanted. I'm trying to see what advanced sensors does for you.
Everybody's standing there while this line of glow moves through the ship, and you can, as it moves through you, you can see your bones.
Right.
Because you're at zero range from whatever a ship's sensors are. Space sensors are. Look. This book. Trying to remember what all's included in advanced sensors. Well, I mean, this is a weird thing, so don't want to bog the game down. We can just let it go and move on.
Yeah, I don't think that advanced sensors will be enough for you to be able to see inside rooms and stuff. There's a very specific type of sensor that is aligned. Oh, here we go. Sensor types, advanced. Neural activity scanner. No, that's NAS advanced, sorry. Sensor types, one types of sensors commonly found in spacecraft.
I'm going to do an ultrasound. I want to know what gender its babies are going to be.
Right. So you definitely would have radar, LiDAR, thermal, visual.
Thermal might be good.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to penetrate inside of a ship. I'm just taking advantage of being 5 meters away.
So yeah, you with advanced, you also have something called neural activity scanner, which detects neural activity and intelligence. So I would say that yes, you would be able to determine that there's somebody in a particular room. But as far as, I mean, it's not like that's going to tell you what they're planning or thinking, but you would be able to see, like, for instance, this guy in here, you'd be able to see him in there. And tell that there is somebody in there, and that there are 2 people down in the common area and somebody in engineering.
It may be next turn, but I'll try to identify friend from foe by the comm links that we've got set up.
Oh yeah, you can do that already, for sure.
So at least I can tell people, hey, in front of you on the right, there's a whatever. Okay, moving on.
Okay,
good.
So the earletrais. Is going to run forward, and he's going to attempt to take a shot at Beth. And hits with an 11 for a +3 damage, which probably isn't going to get through her battle dress. 23 damage. Maybe it will get through your battle dress.
Yeah, it's 22, so I'd take 1, right?
Yep, you would take 1 point of damage off your endurance.
Okie doke. Gotcha.
Okay.
Wait. I'll use my reaction to activate my grab shield and put it in front of the captain. So I get +2 to her armor.
Okay, then you don't take anything.
Thank you.
All right. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
I guess I'll take a shot at them because that was pretty rude. So I have rounds in my revolver that say 0G. Is that helpful in this situation?
Yeah, it wouldn't, so...
Or does it matter because I'm, like, magneted to the floor?
I would say that it doesn't really matter at this point.
Okay, so that's more for when you're floating.
Yeah, if you fail... So, if you fire something that's not 0G, you will have to make a dexterity athletics check to make sure that you aren't knocked free. Because, I mean, mag boots can be knocked free. But it's not anything major.
All right, so do I have a clear line of sight on the person who took a shot at me then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not taking cover. He's trying to run towards you.
All right, I got 8.
That is a hit with no extra damage.
Okay. It's 10 points.
So it bounces off of his armor, does no damage.
Damn it. Okay.
With your minor action, did you want to move or aim or do something else?
I'll move forward so that they can, so that nobody with less armor gets hit, hopefully.
Okay.
Just don't get in the way of the plasma.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Important safety tip. Keith Clark, what would you like to do?
So I'm trying to decide, Jingshi, should I open that door or do you want to use the breaching gun on the door?
I would say go ahead and attempt to open it. I mean, and then if it doesn't work, because what else could you do right now? I guess is the big thing. Like, if you don't open the door, we don't have any targets for you to fire on.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless you want to go back and try the sensors again. Like, if you want to keep looking for whatever's out there in the dark, you could do that. But otherwise, like, what else is the option?
I think opening the door is a good option. So I'm going to try to do that.
Okay. So are you going to try and do it from the console that you could try to do it from the console that you're at?
Yeah, that makes sense. I think we should do that.
Okay, so go ahead and make another electronics computers plus your choice of education or intellect.
I get a 6.
Nope, the computer's like, You see, so the first thing that you recognize is that, so the female Aslan was sitting at this console, and you recognize that the controls on this console have a shit ton more options than what you glanced at over on the pilot's console. Males just don't have as many options. They don't need that much information. And when you try to hack the door, you see a little cartoon stylized female Aslan come up and is wagging her finger. Anything with a minor action?
I think I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Minor action. I shoot the console.
I shoot the console. Boring conversation anyway.
It worked for Han Solo.
Right?
We have done that before.
It worked for me.
No, it didn't.
That's a lie.
This door opens, and this Aslan steps out.
Trips over his body's buddy and falls down.
Throws a frag grenade.
Ooh.
Or, I'm sorry, not a frag grenade, a stun grenade that bounces off of Captain Beth's helmet and lands where this body is. And then this guy goes back inside and shuts the door again. The grenade goes off, of course. $13. So stun grenade. Oof. Doesn't really matter that it landed that close because, yeah, it's got blast 9. So let's see here. Damn it, I have to do math. Holy shit. Oops. Okay. So
Sorry, boss.
Yeah. The stun grenade goes off, doing 13 points of stun damage. Hold on here. I have a question about that. Damage. Yep, there's destructive weapons. Stun. Designed to deal non-lethal damage and capacity on a living target rather than killing it. Damage is only reduced from endurance, taking into account any protection. So it does no damage to you guys because it only does 13 points, and your armor successfully absorbs that, as does his. And I'm sure he's like, idiot. Female Aslan. She runs here. She has a auto pistol. Or I'm sorry, a snub pistol. And she is going to take a shot at Beth. Not that it's really going to matter. +2 to damage. For 13 points. 10 points. And your armor, bullet just ricochets off your armor. Back here, what else can she do? She can do something. I know what she can do. So you all feel the ship, the attitude jets are shut off, and the ship corrects itself, so it is no longer tumbling through space. Qing Shi, what would you like to do?
I would like to. I just like blowing things up, so I'm gonna blow up the iris door.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. It's gonna be really funny if I miss the door. There's nothing in between me and the door.
In real life, stranger things have happened.
Ooh. And I might.
It's almost the same thing as the side of a barn.
Right.
5, 6, 7, 8.
That is a definite hit. How much damage? Oh, wait. Yeah, damage +2.
Okay.
I'm making that a routine check because doors don't move.
It's going to be 15, 21, 23.
Okay, so yes, so the door is blown open. Now, there's a problem with that.
Of course there is. I'm just blowing everything up without any thought.
Vacuum.
Right. So
Well, everybody's got suits on, right?
right, but you're where you're standing, the door
Can I get a space walk?
the door blows. So the initial explosion would normally force it out, but because there's a vacuum, all of that is sucked back in. So it slams right into your face for 11 points of damage. So what is your... Actually, no, that would bypass armor.
Well, wait a minute, because I got TL-17.
Right, but it's like falling damage. Falling damage bypasses your armor. And make an athletics dexterity check.
Okay.
I want that Iron Man suit that gets rid of inertia.
Right?
10.
Okay. So you are able to maintain your position, and you take 11 points from the shattered remains of this iris door buffeting your armor. So basically, you're beat up inside of your armor.
Sweet. I'm going to get such good drugs.
So how's your endurance doing?
My endurance is evaporated.
Did you take any strength or dexterity?
0.
Did you take any strength or dexterity damage?
I took 2 dexterity damage.
So what's your dex at now?
The dex is now 7.
So you are at plus
and
0.
Endurance is unchanged.
So your dex means that you are at plus 0.
Yes.
Okay.
Worth it.
Rexar. Wow. Beth, Rexar, and Athaku make athletics dexterity checks.
Oh, I thought it was just me. Maybe not worth it. I got 10.
Okay. What did Rexar get?
I rolled snake eyes, so 3.
Oh, shit. And what about Athaku?
5.
Oh, shit. So, Athaku and Rexar, your mag boots, lose connection.
Wonderful.
Oh, shit. We'll get to Athaku's situation here in just a minute. So the door blows up, and you guys see on Beth's side, you hear an explosion, and then everything goes silent. And from exterior outside your helmets. And you see Rexar, or Beth, you see Rexar lose his magnetic connection and get sucked through the door onto the bridge.
Door, we can take him.
Right. Ching Shi, you see Athaku get yanked away in the sudden expulsion. And he is... Athaku, go ahead and make one more athletics dex check.
Eight.
Perfect. I was about to say that this is going to get fairly interesting. But instead, you see Athaku get sucked out, and at the very last second, he grabs the edge of the blown out section of hull and is literally hanging on as air is rushing past him by his fingertips, hanging onto the side of this ship to not get blown out into space. Rexar, what would you like to do?
I would like to.
So right now you're free floating.
Can I? I'm gonna hold out my axe so Ataku can grab it.
Well, you're free floating. You're heading towards the same hole that he's hanging on to.
Oh shit!
Use the axe in the floor.
Yeah, that's a good plan. It has armor piercing.
Okay.
Support myself.
Go ahead and make a melee blade plus dex check.
Not strength.
Or, well, strength will work, yeah. Your choice. It's either strength or dex.
That's a 14.
Okay, so you smash your axe into the deck plating, and you kind of skid along a little bit and then come to a stop as your axe kind of digs in, and you're hanging on to the axe. As a minor action, I'll allow you to make a vac-suit check to try and reconnect your vac-suit plus dex to reconnect to the deck plate with your mag boots.
Have access, I think. Yes, I do. At 2. That's barely. It's an 8.
Okay, 8 is perfect. You are able to reconnect to the deck plate, and you are not skidding towards oblivion. Athaku, you're hanging on as air is whooshing past you as the ship is essentially vacating its bowels of oxygen. What would you like to do?
I'm real weak. I'm gonna try and as I'm hanging on, slam my boots onto the outside of the ship.
Okay.
Just to try and get some purchase.
Okay. So that would be a minor action. Go ahead and make a vac suit plus dexterity check to reconnect your mag boots.
There's a 9.
Perfect. So you have your mag boots connected, and you're just outside this hole that Qingxi blew in the side. You have a significant action, or you can take 2 more minor actions. So with 2 minor actions, you could move 12 meters back into the ship.
That is exactly what I would like to do.
Okay. So where would you like to move to?
Let me snag the. What do we got? That's a ruler. Again, I'm quite weak sauce. I'm just gonna move right here.
Okay. All right.
So wait. So that gets me. That uses up 2 both minor actions. So no significant.
No, you still have another minor action left because you only moved like 3 meters. So you could move another 3 meters with 1 minor action, and then you could do something completely different with another minor action. So like you could aim.
Move back to the door that I was trying to open.
Okay. All right. So that works.
Just because that gives me like I'm in a space where I'm kind of blocked off from this area, right? So there's
you have the doorway is giving you +6 to your armor.
Okay.
Just around the corner of this blown open iris valve.
Yep, exactly. So basically I want to get myself into position so that depending on what happens down here, I can either continue trying to open the door, or next round I can pop around the corner and take a shot with the laser carbine.
Sure. So you could use your last minor action if you wanted to aim down the hall. which will give you a +1 on your attack on your next turn.
I will do so.
Okay. Bjorn, you see, well, there's a big
Watching
thermal
the-
flash.
On the sensors, everybody goes flying towards the front of the ship.
Yeah, you see a big thermal flash. You see, squad icons for Athaku and Rexar getting blown towards the hole, and you see fragments come blowing out the side of the ship. What would you like to do?
First, I will ask over comms. Do you guys need me to come down there?
Don't make me come down there.
No, I mean if they need somebody fresh to come in and start shooting, then I'm available.
That's true.
And
Bring med kits.
Do you have a vac suit?
Yeah, I'm in vac suit.
Okay, yeah, I might need you to come down here, and if nothing else, Chin-Chi might need to be helped with a med wave or something. We'll see. But yeah, come down here.
All right, so I'll head in.
Okay, so that
And I'm floating out in space, so that may be the rest of my move is to go down the.
yeah
the
that
Jeffries tube.
that gets you into here. Wow, like right there.
Okay.
Because you had to go down from the bridge and whatnot.
It's a long way.
Yeah. You had to climb some ladders.
That door is closed.
Correct. Yeah, but he has an intrusions, a computer intrusions kit, so
Mm-hmm.
he's got a software package. So
That's some explosives.
So this whole situation that just happened, if you've watched The Expanse, whenever they are about to go into combat, they vent the atmosphere from inside the ship to prevent exactly that sort of shit from happening. So if they get holed through, it's not like there's no atmosphere in the ship, so there's no explosive decompression. It's very. The first time I saw it, I'm like, that's a really good idea.
That's what I thought was going to happen because it had already vented.
Right, except that this door had shut. So, yeah. And the whole time, the atmospheric processors.
The whole other side hadn't vented.
Right.
That's what I had expected to happen. So I'm going to take a free action right now and just start singing, what is it, Major Tom? Through bouts of coughing up blood inside my suit, I'm going to sing Major Tom.
The earletrais is going to fire his big scary machine gun. Ugh. He misses terribly. He got like a 7. And runs forward another 6 meters. Captain Beth, what would you like to do?
Well, my Nova gun is charged up, so looks like it's time to get rainbow blasted.
All right. Shoot him with your pride gun.
An 8.
An 8 hits.
You need a battle cry, like "Eat hot Lucky Charms" or something.
Yes.
Take the rainbow.
Suck rainbow, loser. Something like that.
We'll move this guy off the map.
It's 18 points altogether.
Okay.
I think literally those guys are there right now. When the ship visits.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that's probably exactly where they're at. So, I'm sorry, how much damage did you do?
18.
Okay. So 15. So his dex is down to 7, which still means he's at +0. And minor action.
Shit, I don't know. We, yeah, right. Can aim, correct, for next round?
You could, yeah.
Okay, I will aim to give myself
Well,
+1 next round.
Don't forget, your gun can't fire next round. The Nova
Can
gun
I have
can't.
a different gun, the minor
So as a
action?
minor action, you'd have to grab your other gun.
Okay, I'll whip out the other gun.
Okay. I imagine these two rifles are just hanging from slings on your battle dress.
It's in hammer space.
Right. Keith, what would you like to do?
I would like to. Oh man, the captain's between me and the enemy, so I can't really shoot.
Move and shoot.
And Ching-Chi is also between me and the enemy.
Hey, you could snoop for the files. Remember the guy that feels really guilty about this? You're gonna look for evidence of betrayal. If you have nothing else to do, you could use a computer skill for that to snoop.
I forgot all about that. We could do that.
Look up some hot goss while we're all fighting for our lives.
Hey, you should see this folder of porn I found on this computer.
Oh God, Aslan porn, that's gotta be horrific.
Ew.
But it's kinky Aslan porn, so it's all about this soft, lovey shit. rather than claiming your territory and breaking furniture.
That's all that happens.
Boy, would that ever destroy. I mean, talk about blackmail material.
Right? There's no honor in this love.
Yeah, I think that actually makes sense to try to. I mean, we're here to find out that information also, so might as well
Okay.
try to get it out of the way.
Make
Crack in and
a
download everything you can grab your hands on.
make an electronics, computers plus your choice of intellect or education.
Okay. That is an 8.
Okay. So you basically just tell your computer to just start downloading information. You're not decrypting it, you're leaving it as is and taking everything from the library computer that you can grab.
So,
That will
It.
that will take well, it could take as long as 20 minutes.
Do I need to be there the whole time?
He could walk away with the flash drive hanging out the.
Yeah, no, you could leave your portable computer there, tethered by the USB cable, floating in the air.
Okay. I think that's what I'll do. I'll leave it and I'll head over to Ching-Chi.
Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at the raccoons there. Looking in and saying hello to Tassie. Tassie's all kinds of aggravated. Okay, so you're going to move then? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I moved over to Ching-Chi.
Okay. Aslan Warrior. Well, okay, so the Aslan Warrior. This door opens back up, and this guy comes out. Whoops, wrong guy. Hey. They're banging on the door now. And he comes out, and he has a Aslan plasma streamer. And he's going to fire at Beth. And he hits with a 10 for 30 points of damage.
all right, so 8.
So the thing about this, this is a primitive version of the human PGMP. This weapon lacks the magnetic containment needed to focus the plasma blast into a coherent beam. Is fired much like a flamethrower, vomiting a stream of star-hot matter over a wide area. Proper use requires protective gear. Oh, well, he is also going to take 1d damage to the tune of 5 from firing this thing.
So I'm down to 0 endurance because of that.
Okay.
And, I think you said something about what our suits automatically do, but I forgot what it was.
Correct. You have. Yep. You have an auto medic. Let me tell you what that does. See, this book I've got trained. It opened right up to exactly where I needed it to be. Let's see here. Medic pack. Coolant rig. Eye protection. That's probably a good idea. Medkit. So, an internal medical scanner and drug injector. The medkit can be installed in combat armor or a vax. Oh, wait. Sorry, you have a better one. I assume it's a better one. Watch, it's probably the same thing. Yeah, I think it's the same thing. It is. So, medkit. Automatically applies first aid if the traveler is reduced to 0 endurance. Did you take any strength or dexterity damage?
No, but it was like the exact amount of points.
Okay. So roll 2d plus 3.
So 10?
Okay. So you gain 2 endurance back immediately.
Okay. Right. That's better than 0.
Yes. Female Aslan. She steps out and she is going to fire. Well, I don't think she's going to fire anything. What is she going to do? Yeah, she'll fire. And she hits Beth with a +1 to damage. But only 4 points, so it doesn't matter. Okay, Qing Shi, what would you like to do?
I would like to apologize to everyone for this horrible, horrible mess and this series of unfortunate events. Okay, so doors open, captain's down.
Captain is okay. Her armor looks like crap. You can see electrical sparks flying out of joints and shit. She's taken a beating.
Okay, but she's mobile.
Yes.
Okay.
And I mean, you can taste blood in your mouth.
Right. I'm not doing so hot, but I would carry her out if I could.
Now, wait a minute.
So then,
Qing Shi, you also get to roll 2d plus 3.
wait, get to or have to?
Well, you get to, because that'll add back to your endurance.
Okay.
Well, it'll go back to, the effect will go back to your whatever strength or dex damage you took immediately, and then to endurance.
Okay. You said 2d
plus 3.
plus 3?
Uh-huh.
So that's 9.
Okay, so you can add 1 point back to your damage you've taken.
Okay.
Because your med kit kicked in.
Alright. So now that's up to 8. Okay. Is 8 for dex, is that still plus 0?
It is.
Okay. Then I would like to shoot this guy. Is he still available to be shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy here, yeah.
Yeah.
This guy is he. So I'll tell you, this guy out front is the guy that has less armor, but he's also got a plasma streamer.
Right, but he's not the target, right?
No.
The whole point of being here is to kill purple hair.
Right.
But he is a potential huge damage dealer.
Right.
He has a mini version of what I have.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna see. I think I can move a bit. So I'm gonna move.
Yeah, you move 6 meters.
I'm gonna move to a spot where I can get around Captain
Okay.
out there, and then can I assume I brought more than one gun?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you did.
Knowing me.
I mean, as far as I know, you brought your advanced combat rifle and the breaching gun, because we had this conversation before you boarded.
Right, to make sure that I could be obnoxious and carry both. Sort of wish I'd taken the sniper rifle, but that's okay. So I feel like I've done enough harm with the breaching gun, so I'll put Bessie away and use the advanced combat rifle.
Okay.
Okay. Because she was a little overzealous.
I mean, you could just shoot the breaching gun at him, too.
I don't want to ruin and kill anybody else any further than I already have. I mean, people were literally screaming and scraping on the decks for their lives. Feeling kind of bad about that. I feel like I should take it down from an 11 to like a 5 or so.
Screw that noise. They're trying to kill you.
Pardon?
I said, screw that noise. They're trying to kill you.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah, seriously.
If you insist, everybody hold on. Again, sorry about whatever's about to happen.
It's kind of our only chance. Go for it.
5.
Good luck, everybody else.
Yeah. 7. Oh, 8.
That hits. No bonus damage, but that hits.
No problem. But it hits. Oh, thank God. Okay. And 40. For breaching is 40. 15.
Oof. Okay.
Can he at least like drop the weapon and it gets sucked into space, even if he's fine?
You hit him with the breaching gun, and you spread a nice pattern on his chest, and they explode. And he goes down. You can tell that he is kind of rolling around moaning, but he is, for the most part, unconscious.
Okay.
Oh.
Quick, steal his gun.
And then he promptly goes, foomp, and out into space.
Shit, the gun went with him.
Bummer. So I'm gonna wave to him as he goes by, and then casually hit a Charlie's Angels pose back to back.
You need the reaction to grab the weapon as he flies.
He went right past me. I'll just go grab the plasma gun out of his hand.
He's nothing goes by him.
Athaku,
I go up and grab it.
make a athletics dexterity check.
Yes, things that I don't have. That's a 3.
Nope, he goes right past you.
I try to
Okay. Rexar, making a dexterity, athletics dexterity check.
Don't worry, I'm what basically the focus. Barely though. That's an 8.
That you grab the gun, and the sling on the gun keeps him from going all the way out into space. And you were holding onto it, and his arm is kind of hooked on the sling, and he's just kind of dangling there.
Can I, for a free action, just take my axe and cut off the arm?
No, not as a free action. But
they cut the sling, but you don't want to damage that $5 piece of fabric.
Right? Yeah, got to keep the sling. Rexar, you could make an attack action to as a minor action, you could cut the sling, or you can just wrench it. I mean, you could try to see what you could do with the action economy here. I mean, you could just move, and it will drag him along behind you.
Can I just flick my dew claw and cut the
I will say that you can cut the sling as a free action with your dew claw.
Okay.
And so this guy is
and then just
now having a problem. If he ever wakes up again, he's going to be really screwed. So, what would you like to do, Rexar?
can I get to the gunner seat from here? Because I heard that there was an enemy ship coming up.
Well, they're 48 hours. Well, yeah, they're like 48 hours away. Because
He said that there was one that was right on us.
But you don't know. You don't see it, and nobody's been able to detect it again on sensors.
I don't know electronics, but I bet I can see good. I'll come back to
Fire
that.
missiles into the darkness.
Attack the darkness.
I have really good sensors. I don't know if it would matter at this point, but I could give it a shot. And
Yeah, we need to get our mission accomplished and then find out who's waiting to kill us next.
All right.
We've got time after we take out these guys. And, well, hopefully. Except for nobody's on our ship right now.
So yeah, this does have 2 turrets, so you could take control of 1 turret and have access to a missile rack.
Well, don't forget, we kind of dinged up some of their weapon systems.
That's right.
That's right.
Well, the one turret that had a missile rack and a sandcaster is no longer.
I can move 15 feet normally, right? 15 meters.
6 meters with 1 minor action.
you guys tall. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So if I move 3 here. Come on. Nope. I'll figure this out eventually.
So here's something interesting that Carl might like. So this ship, for example, let me double check this, make sure I'm right, is a 200 ton? Yeah, it's 200 tons. Each square is counts for 1.5 D tons of space. So each square on this map is 1.5 displacement tons displaced in hydrogen of space.
Yeah, I don't know how to interpret that yet.
Well, this is why I'm so bad at doing maps for ships, is that trying to figure out, well, how many squares for the bridge and how many squares how many squares overall? But the math is 1.5, or each square is 1.5 displacement tons. So I'm sorry, Rexar. What are you doing?
I want to pull out my grenade launcher.
Okay, so that would be another minor action.
And then zoom it over the captain and she.
I mean, you could just go with the tack launcher.
There's no gravity, don't forget.
Right.
Oh shoot! I totally forgot that there's no gravity.
Yeah, you're gonna try to shoot it over the captain, and it's gonna be bouncing off the roof.
Yeah, it's time to play 3D space pool.
Yes. Bank shot. Purple hair, corner pocket.
If I move my remaining 3, I can't really get past the captain orbit.
But you could technically use the tack launcher.
Feel free to shove me out of the way. It's okay.
Move. No, I'll use the tack launcher. That's an expensive weapon, but I'll use it.
All right. Go ahead and make your heavy weapons plus dex check.
I rolled really.
Does it say what the blast? Did you write down what the blast is for the tack launcher?
Let's see if I look. I just saw it. Tech launcher, AP 10, range 6, 86 damage. No, it doesn't have blast.
Okay, so you missed, and you blow another hole in the roof, or in the top deck of the ship, right above him. Right up here, you blow a hole in the ceiling. And so now more air is escaping.
Oh god, another dex check.
No, actually not this time, because now the direction of the vacuum escape has changed. And we will pick this up next week, starting with Athaku's turn on what we will do next. Let's see, is that? Oh, no, it's not. There's still a female eyes on that. Okay. Yeah. This ship is boned. All right, so we will pick this up next week, starting on Ithaku's turn, and we will see. Hopefully, you guys are able to complete your mission and kill this guy.
See you next week.
Bye. Thank you.
See you next week.
Thanks, everybody.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye. Bye.